Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to take you on a journey into the most powerful yet least understood force in the universe, the human mind. The mind is a mystery, a hidden treasure, a divine masterpiece placed within us, yet so many live their entire lives without unlocking its full potential. It is the gateway to success or failure, the architect of our dreams or our destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin with a simple truth. Your mind is the most valuable gift you have ever received. It is more powerful than the wealth you accumulate, more significant than the positions you hold, and more defining than the circumstances you face. Everything you see around you, the chair you sit on, the building you walk into, the car you drive, even the systems that govern nations, began as an idea in someone's mind. This means that the greatest things in the world did not come from the earth beneath us, but from the minds within us. But here's the challenge. The human mind is also the most underdeveloped, underutilized, and misunderstood resource on the planet. We spend years in school learning about mathematics, science, and history, yet few are ever taught how to maximize the power of their own mind. We train our hands for work, our bodies for strength, and our tongues for speech, but what about the mind? The very thing that determines the course of our lives is often left untapped. Your mind is the birthplace of your success and the foundation of your future. If your mind is small, your life will be small. If your thinking is limited, your achievements will be limited. If your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, and negativity, your reality will reflect the same. But if your mind is expansive, if it is filled with vision, if it is trained to think beyond the present, then nothing in this world can stop you. The greatest leaders of history were not necessarily the strongest, nor were they always the wealthiest. They were the ones who understood the power of their minds. They saw beyond the ordinary and imagined the extraordinary. While others saw problems, they saw solutions. While others settled for less, they pushed for more. Your mind is a seedbed of possibilities, but the question is, what are you planting? Every thought is a seed, and the mind is the soil. If you plant doubt, you will harvest hesitation. If you plant fear, you will reap failure. If you plant laziness, you will produce poverty. But if you plant faith, you will grow courage. If you plant discipline, you will harvest success. If you plant vision, you will produce greatness. And the reason many never rise above their circumstances is because they allow their minds to be shaped by their environment rather than shaping their environment with their minds. They are waiting for a change on the outside while ignoring the power they have on the inside. The mind does not respond to external conditions. It responds to internal convictions. It is not what happens to you that determines your destiny, but what happens in you. A person can be born in poverty, yet if their mind is rich, they will not remain poor. A person can be surrounded by oppression, yet if their mind is free, no chains can hold them. A person can be rejected, underestimated, and abandoned, yet if their mind is strong, they will rise above every obstacle. The most dangerous thing in the world is not a weapon, a disease, or an army. The most dangerous thing in the world is a mind that has been trained to think beyond limitations. Such a mind is unstoppable, unshakable, and unbreakable. It is not controlled by circumstances, but it controls circumstances. It does not wait for opportunities, but it creates opportunities. It does not surrender to failure, but it learns from failure and turns it into fuel for success. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not in the economy, not in politics, not in society. It is in the mind. Because once your mind is defeated, your future is defeated. But once your mind is victorious, your life will reflect that victory. Your mind is a treasure, but it must be cultivated. A field that is not cultivated will grow weeds, not fruit. Likewise, a mind that is not intentionally developed will produce confusion, not clarity. You must guard your mind, feed it with wisdom, discipline it with truth, and expand it with vision. There is no limit to what a trained mind can achieve. The only limits that exist are the ones you allow your mind to accept. The wealthiest place on earth is not the oil fields of the Middle East, nor the diamond mines of Africa, nor the banks of Wall Street. The wealthiest place on earth is the graveyard, because buried within it are books that were never written, inventions that were never created, dreams that were never pursued, and destinies that were never fulfilled. And why? Because people lived their entire lives without unlocking the power of their minds. They allowed fear to silence their vision. They allowed doubt to imprison their potential. They allowed the opinions of others to dictate their destiny. But that does not have to be your story. You have been given the most powerful gift in creation. You have been given the ability to think, to create, to imagine, to dream, and to transform your world. Your mind is your greatest gift. Use it wisely. There is a battle happening right now, not in the streets, not in the governments, not in the economy, but in a place far more powerful. It is the battle for your mind. This war does not use weapons of steel, nor does it shed blood, but its consequences are more devastating than any war ever fought. It is a war between fear and faith, between truth and deception, between mediocrity and greatness. Every day, thoughts enter your mind like soldiers marching onto a battlefield. Some come to build you, while others come to destroy you. Some whisper possibility, while others shout limitation. Some tell you to rise, while others tell you to retreat. The mind is a battlefield where the greatest wars are fought, and the victor of this battle will determine the course of your destiny. The human mind is the control center of life. It is where decisions are made, where visions are birthed, and where destinies are shaped. But it is also where doubt begins, where fear takes root, and where defeat is first accepted. Before a person fails in life, they first fail in their mind. Before they quit, they first surrender in their thoughts. Before they rise, they first win the war within. The battle for the mind is real and it is ruthless. The enemy of your destiny does not need to chain your body if he can imprison your mind. He does not need to take your resources if he can take your thoughts. He does not need to destroy your opportunities if he can plant fear, insecurity, and self-doubt within you. Because once your mind is enslaved, you will never leave the prison, even if the doors are wide open.